All right, good morning, guys. Welcome. Sorry for starting a little late. Took me a minute to get going. What's up, One Life? Good morning. Right now, I got my eye on DGLY. Good morning, Daniel B. And I'm thinking, if we get a pullback to this $1.60 area, might look for an entry there. Somewhere in here. And it's starting to pull back now. There's some support at 175. Well, a lot of that just got taken out, though. So let's see if it's going to crack even more. Give DGLY a second and look around at some of these other stocks here. CLPS. Yeah, so I think DGLY is where it's going to be at. If I'm missing something, go ahead and let me know, because I probably am missing something. But like I said, I'm liking DGLY here. I was actually wanting to see it come down a little bit lower than that for an entry. And it may not. It may and it may not. We'll see. I'm just trying not to jump the gun yet like I did yesterday. But I don't see much else going on right at this second besides DGLY. Let me start narrowing down this watch list. LP. And it's not really that good. FCell maybe. Okay. Keep an eye on FCell. So yeah, see here. This is if this drops below 175, that's what I'm wanting to see. So we'll give that a second. Solo. AIM. AIM looks okay. Okay, here we go. So DGL dropping. Oh, it came all the way down to that mark. That 164 mark. That's about where I wanted it. This might not be a bad entry right here. Yeah, and I'm going to go right here. I filled at 170. And this is for, let's see if this 200 holds up and this comes back up. Because we should have plenty of support right here in this area, in this 165 area. So we can see this start coming around. So starting to come back up here a little bit. A little bit of selling at 175. That's okay. Stupid Facebook message. So if this can get back above 175, I'd be in this play pretty smoothly where I want to be at. DGLY is pretty low float. We really want this 200 to hold up right here. I want this to stay above that 200-day moving average. See how are we looking on the 5-minute? 5-minute, yeah, still could be a possible U shape. But we just want this 200-day moving average to hold up here. And then, I mean, on the daily chart as well, it's like at 160, so. Yeah, it's definitely having some problems with 175. You can see it's hit 175 4 times these last 4 candles. Is it CLGJD maybe? Big buyer just came in at 172, 10,000 shares. So let's see if it's going to get through 175. It hit 175. Well, that big buyer just got taken out, but that was enough to get a little action for a second. Still is having trouble with 175. Now, if it doesn't break 175 soon, then we could see a pullback on this. And looks like that might be what's happening here. See, 160. 160 should be bottom support. If 160 cracks, then it could be over for this stock. See, there's a lot of buyers right there at 161. Yeah, a lot of buyers in these low areas, so want those areas to hold up as support. And there's 20,000 shares at 161 sitting on the bid. Oof, that's slowly getting taken out here. Yeah, ooh, cracking 160. See if we get a quick rebound. Buy now and hold till Friday. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see if we got any other support close to those areas. Yeah, 160 should be pretty strong support. This cracks below 160. That would be kind of surprising, but it could happen. And it looks like it might here. Let's see if 160 can hold up. Okay, so 160 held up there. Alright, and this candle, if this candle can keep coming back up and it's just a little U shape below that 200, that's fine. Anything else going on? Maybe CLPS. Thousand shares of NIO. It's a pretty tall order you're saying there, but you could be right. This needs to come up here though. We don't want this testing this 200-day support right here too much. It needs to start coming up. If it keeps testing that support, it's going to crack. There we go, starting there. Finally a little bit of bids jumping up. Yeah, come on back up. Get back above that 200. A little buying right here. Some decent size orders coming in on the bid. And it looks like we're starting to come back up to the 200 day. So we want to see us back above the 200 day. And if it gets back above the 200, we should be okay. We just want it off of that 160 area. So didn't quite get over there yet. Got a lot of buyers at 165, but they're getting taken out quick. The bids aren't jumping, so a lot of selling just went through right there. Starting to test that 160 support because it couldn't break that 200. Starting to come back up again a little bit. MYO, I didn't even see MYO this morning. I don't even see it right now. If something else is in a halt, that's gonna hurt volume on this for a little while. There we go. That's a nice pop up there. Nice little quick pop up on DGLY here. Good little sign of strength. And let's see, we're going to go right up to 175 here. Okay, a little pullback. Kind of expected that with that big pop, but let's see this hold above the 200. If this candle can hold above the 200, we'll be okay here. I can hold it safely if we're above the 200, because the 200 is right where my entry is at. So it's a nice, comfortable entry if this can hold above. So I want this candle to close above for sure. A lot of selling at 174. I want to take a look at MYO, but I want to wait, make sure this is going to hold up before I switch charts here. Starting to drop back below that 200 again. MYO has space to go up to $18. See, if this candle pops back up, that'd be good. Go ahead and put MYO over here so I can at least see what's going on with it a little bit. Oh, MYO, I can't play that anyway. It's too much for this little account. This needs to start coming back up. You don't want this to drop much lower. It's going to mess up the higher lows we started building, because we got these lows here and we got these lows here. So we want this to be the new low, 164, 165. If that's the new low, that is perfectly fine. Just don't want it to get below that. And see, there's a lot of buyers at 165 as well, so that's why we need that support to hold up here. There we go. So starting to pop. Nope. We had a quick little bid jump up, and then the bid went right back down. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, okay. See if that 170 seller gets taken out. Big seller at 170. Yeah, he's about to get taken out, so that's good. Stock is showing a little strength right now. If it, like I said, if it can hold up 165 and get back above the VWAP here, or not VWAP, but 200. Now, if it can get back above 175, we should see 181 easily on this on the VWAP. Excuse me, but I like how the VWAP and 200 are starting to get closer together. It means it doesn't have that far before it's back in a good area. See what it look like on the 5 minute on this. Yeah, 5 minutes still possible U-shape if it can keep coming back up. See a 15 minute. Okay, let's see. Let's check MYO real quick. So MYO just going straight up. Straight up. Looks like it's halted on the way down now. So be very careful with that play. It could do all kinds of crazy stuff. It looks like it's got a lot of potential, but at the same time, the way it's moving, it can go up or down very quickly either way. And DGLY does have a gap to fill if it can get over 190. It's got a gap up to about 235, it looks like. But we still got a ways to go to even get to there. We got 175 and then we got the VWAP before we can get back up to those areas. Let's see, we might start tapping at 175 here. Yeah, we are. Let's see if it starts getting taken out. Ooh, right through 175. And right straight up to the VWAP here, so. And right back down. We want to keep slowly building up. We don't want to go ballistic yet, but that was good to get all that selling out at 175, so. So now at this point, we wanted to start getting above 175 and holding 175. 175 needs to become support. Yeah, there we go. And then right back down. A little bit of a pullback here. Now this does not need to pull back too far. We want it to stay above the 200. And it's looking a little rough here if this doesn't come back up. Big sell-off here. This needs to come back up like immediately. We do not want it getting down to 160. 160 is too far down. This will be done if it gets down to 160. It's not looking good either. Let's see what we look like on the 5-minute. 5 minutes still is okay. Like I said, as long as it stays above 160. If it starts cracking 160, it's over. Oh, don't like that. Come on, you gotta hold up here. 160 looks like it's about to crack. Yeah. This needs to come back up. It's gonna have a chance. It needs to rebound quickly. Okay, so a little quick rebound. Well, none, didn't quite get it. See, a lot of buyers come in at 161 though, so we got that support there. If that can hold up, it'd be okay. So basically, that's as low as we want it to go. We got this little trend line here we want to hold up, and for the stock to keep growing. See what's MYO doing. Let's pop over to it real quick. MYO has halted again on the way up. Okay then. So yeah, MYO is just moving crazy all over the place. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And see the problem back here, the reason why this didn't get back up to the VWAP and had this big pullback was because this candle right here, this candle that went from 170 straight up to 180. That was too quick of a move up. It needed to be a slower move up. So all that buying, pushing it up, and it didn't break the VWAP, it's going to have a big pullback. We just want this to keep coming up again. We got all that selling out of there, so I want this to come back up some more, come back up again, just a little slower than this move. We need a nice nice pace of building up, which we've had back here. Let's see. This may crack off here. It's not. That does not look good. Yeah, this may crack off here. It looks like it might sell off. 160 doesn't hold up. I'd say it's gonna sell off here real soon. Got to get off of that support. It's got to quit testing that 200-day moving average up here. See that 200 days right at 161, 160. So if it cracks below this, it's going down. It's going down hard. I will be honest, right this second, it's not looking that good anymore. Let's see, let me redo my trend line here on the 5-minute. Get a little bit cleaner. There we go. Now, if we can see it slowly build up to 930, back up to the VWAP, then I could see this really starting to get moving. But right now, 160 has to hold up. Big seller at 163. We're starting to lose a little bit of volume on this. Let's see at 1 minute and see what we're looking like. So 163 big seller got taken out, and I was about to say too, this needed to start coming up some. Kept kind of dipping off here, not doing much. Needs to start climbing back to the 200 again. But overall, I'm pretty happy with my entry on this stock. If the 200 would have held up back here as support, I'd be in a good spot. My entry's at 170, so like even with it doing this drops below here, I'm still not risking too much. I'm risking probably about 20 bucks for the potential of a lot more. Let's see, what was the press list on this contract to supply? Okay. So it's got a good press release too. Is everybody sitting out right now? I haven't seen anybody alerting anything or anything, of course, to me besides MYO going up and down and then DGLY going sideways right now. I haven't really seen anything else. But chat's kind of quiet today, so I was just curious. Was everybody just sitting around waiting, looking to see what's going to happen? All right, here we go. This is what I want to see. Get back above that 200. If we get back above that 200, I'll feel a lot better about this. One Life's looking at MYO. Like I said, if we can get a slow grind on this stock till about 9:30, because we've been seeing either the rips happen first 15-20 minutes of the market, and then a whole bunch of selling goes on, and stocks start going sideways, and then at 9:30 we start seeing some rips. So if this could slowly make its way back up till 9:30. Got a little resistance at 170 here. Let's see if it starts getting taken out. Yeah, it's starting to get taken out. A little bit of selling there. Ooh, nice little quick pop there. But when you get an entry that's pretty low down, at least gives you the opportunity to stay in plays to give them a chance right now. Oh, pull back again. So we need the buyers to kind of take over here, not let this drop too much. It's dropping again. It's starting to make me nervous because it keeps having trouble with every resistance that it runs into. And you see we kind of have a downtrend on this play still. Lower highs. So you got highs here, high here, high here. But you still have lower lows as well, but usually you don't want to see too much of that. But at least we know if it gets over this line, this downtrend line, that it'll be out of the downtrend. If it can. Tesla's at 900. Good Lord. Tesla is not playing. Anybody who likes Tesla, who's been invested in Tesla for a while, they are probably extremely happy right now. We don't want this to sell off much more. We've been having a tug of war with this stock. It'll have 4 green candles in a row, or a couple of big green candles in a row, then a sell-off, and a couple of green candles in a row, then sell-off. Oh, but this is not looking good right here. If 162 doesn't hold up, then we might be cracking. See, right down to that trend line. Whoa, really quick dip. We need that little trend line to hold up. A really quick dip down to 155. $160 support getting tested again. Oh, DGLY, you're killing me. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna crack here. I've got a finger on the trigger ready to get out of this if 160 cracks hard. Really needs to hold up and get off of it right now. So a little bit of buying coming in there at 161. Yeah, okay. Okay. So 160 still holding up as support. Now, we've had plenty of selling in the stock so far since open to get everybody out of it, to get all the sellers out of it. I would like to see this continue. But it's shown several times that there's a lot of buyers at that 160 area, between 160 and 155. That's really holding this up as support. Now if it can just get done with testing that support and start turning around, It's looking a little weak right here, so I'm kind of quiet because I'm watching real closely. Watching real closely because it was getting close to that 160 area. So what are we looking like on the 5-minute on this? Still a little iffy on the 5-minute. The next couple of candles on this 5-minute need to come up. Looks like this is going to be a long morning for me. Okay, so 3 red candles in a row on this stock. Actually 4 if you count pre-market on the 15-minute. So we have had plenty of selling. Whoops. It's about enough of the selling. We're tired of the red and the selling. Let's see this start turning around. God, is anything else going on? MYO still moving. BL and K looks like that might be popping up. We're getting a little light on volume on DGLY, but we saw that yesterday on several stocks around this time, and then at 9:30 we started getting moves. Okay, so finally we're getting above 165 again here. If we get above this 200 in this trend line, like I said, this downtrend, then we'll be out of the downtrend area and maybe back into some upward movements. Oh, that's not good. You see it hit right there. It's got to get over that. Don't want this getting held up by the 200. There we go. Starting to pop a little bit here. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's a pretty slow day, it looks like. I've been in DGLY for a while now. Waiting for this trend reversal for this stock to stop selling off. And so we got some sellers at 170. Let's see if they start getting taken out here. No, not yet. So still struggling a little bit with the 200-day. Oh, a lot of red just came in there. That was kind of crazy. All the way down to 162. This needs to hold up. That's not what we want. And then coming right back up here. There we go. And coming right back down. So this is getting a little interesting. It's twice it's had trouble. 2 candles in a row it's had trouble with that 200-day. See how we're looking on the 5-minute. 5 minutes looking alright. If this candle holds up, the next candle can open right at 170 or above 170 on the 5-minute. It should be okay. So it look like on the 15. On the 15, we finally have some green candles. So we're still looking okay on the stock. We still have a U shape on the 15-minute chart as well. It's just got to get over all this selling. Like this little sell off from 170 to 162 out of nowhere was not helpful. Still got 12 minutes though till 9:30, so if we see it slowly climb up until then. See MYO up to 1468. So Rob, you must have made a killing already. Good job to One Life Rob. He's making some money today. MYO halted. Let's see. Did you get halted on the way up? Yeah, it did. So yeah, One Life, you're killing it, buddy. You should get through that 1480. You might be seeing 15 here. 15 real soon. So good job on that one. Rob's over there making money. He's just balling, throwing money around, dancing. I'm over here like a grandpa playing chess, reading a book in the park, feeding pigeons. Just waiting like, here you go, pigeon. Let me pet you. It's a big difference right now. Big difference. Rob's living it up with his trading. I'm over here hermiting. I'm over here struggling with the 200-day moving average on DGLY. Rob's over there on MYO popping champagne bottles. Just give me a little snack, DGLY. Come on. Are you finally going to get back above 170? Let's see here. Oh, big buyer just came in. 15,000 shares at 167. Let's see, 170. Let's see if 170 gets taken out here. It's getting pecked at. Yeah, getting pecked at a little bit. 170 is getting just little pecks. Oh, 10,000 shares at 169, so that ought to push this up. That ought to make people buy these 170s out. If he doesn't get taken out. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're finally back above the 200. We're starting to come up to the VWAP again. And what time is it? 9:22. 8 minutes till 9:30. So let's see what happens. The break of 15, it might not be a bad idea, but I'd be very careful with that stock jumping in this late. MYO has been getting halted on the way up and on the way down, so. See, what are we looking like on the 5-minute again? Oh, yeah, 5 minutes looking pretty good. 5 minutes looking pretty decent if this can keep coming up here. Like I said, we need this to hold up for about another 8 minutes. or 7 minutes at this point. Want to stay above the 200 for about 6-7 minutes to that 9:30 mark, and then see if some real buying volume comes in and pushes this up over that VWAP. And then if it gets above 190, we can start looking for that gap to get filled. So we got 200 shares of this. Okay. Got some selling at 173 area. See if they still can't take it out yet. Oh, this needs to hold up here. Do not drop below that 200 again. Need this 200 day to hold up as support now. Big seller at 170 for some reason. Ugh, cracking back below the 200 again. That needs to hold up. Get off of the 200. Oh man, if this big 13,000 share buyer starts getting taken out here at 167, this could be over for this stock. Cause it got over 200 day moving average, but it just didn't hold. It was over it for a couple of candles. Need to hold over that 200 for a few more minutes till this 9:30 mark to see if we're going to get that volume in here. Okay, another good buyer at 168, 12,000 shares came in. Big 13,000 shares on 170, so looks like the buyers are trying to win this battle. Get the stock moving again. And a whole lot of it's getting a little crazy right here. It was all the way up like 170 something, and then it had a bunch of red on the time and sales and dropped all the way down to 166. It looks like. The worst thing is, like, the thing that like mentally gets me is when I'm in a play for this long and then it doesn't rip and then I end up taking a loss anyway. It's like, God, I wasted so much time. That's a little annoying when that happens. Not saying that is going to happen, but it just annoys me when it does happen. And my fear is not so much losing 25 or 30 bucks that I'm risking on this play. My fear is just wasting all that time of holding this for so long. And then it does nothing, and I just wasted a bunch of time. That's what bugs me. Big seller, 17,000 shares at 170. That's going to be a problem. Yes, time is money. MYO all the way up to 16, so One Life is absolutely killing it today. And it's just about 9:30, so let's see if we start getting some buying volume in here. We've held up this long. DGLY, you've held up for this long. It's time for you to turn your ways around and come back to the light. Come back to the green side. Oh. And this may sell off. MYO is money. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, looking really weak here. This needs to come back up right now. Needs to rebound off of that little trend line. Man, it's just struggling so much. It's having such a hard time getting going. Like it can't. It's having issues getting above the VWAP, or not the VWAP, getting above the 200. Just a lot of selling on this. Start watching on the 5 minutes, see what happens. Oh man, these long holds like this. They're boring. Boring long holds. Just watching the windows, the level 2 and the timing cells. Watching the battle. See, MYO looks like it had a pullback. So be careful, make sure it doesn't get halted on the way down. But all the way up to 1765 on MYO. It's a pretty good gain. It's a pretty good move. Uh, 165 needs to hold up. Okay. This crazy has been this long and we still haven't. We're still basically going sideways since the initial sell-off. We have just been going sideways, testing support, testing resistance, just bouncing back and forth. Kind of almost a channel play, except for we have a little bit of higher lows instead of an actual channel. But I mean, as long as it's going to hold up like this, I'm just going to keep holding it because there's no point in me getting out right now. It's just kind of in the middle ground of tug of war. Unless it cracks here. Might start cracking. We're starting to get a little bit of heavier selling. So 13,000 shares at 166. Well, he started getting taken out. Still got about 9,000 shares left. We got some bids at 165. That's holding it up as support right now. But it could go either way at this point. So he cracked 165 there a little bit. Alright, starting to peck away at that big order at 166. Starting to look a little weak here. Nope. Never mind. Quick little pop up there to get it off of that 165 support. We're coming back up to 170 here for another time. This might be a long stream, guys. It might be a long one. I'm in it for the long haul as long as this keeps holding up. MYO down to 15. Let's see. Let's look at our CLPS, went up about 40%, so that was a good run there. A lot of selling right now at this 170 area. Gonna need some buy-in volume to come through and get that selling out of here. A little bit of the selling's getting taken out, just a little bit. This is just pecking at it. This stock has been a support and resistance pecker. It'll go peck at resistance for a little bit, then it'll drop down, peck at support a little bit, come back up, peck at resistance for a little bit. So yeah, this stock is a pecker. That's what I'm going to call it. Oh, it's the low. 156 is as low as this has gotten today. And this may Keeps looking like it might could sell off because of these big sellers in this 169, 170 area, but then every time it just doesn't. It holds up. Let's see if it keeps on having issues. I really don't know at this point. I mean, we're still building higher lows, which is a good thing. At 160, support is holding up, which is a good thing. We're having some strengths, but we're still getting a ton of selling. Cause like, really, why are people selling so many shares down here at 168, 169? Like, that's not. And thus, they're scalping and buying like at 163 when it bounces there, and then selling at like, I don't know, 7-cent scalps maybe. MYO starting to crash now. I want to see this start hitting that 169 on the ask. Start seeing some 169 sales come through on the time and sell, so we can see this break down. See what we look like on the 15-minute. 15-minute still looks like a nice, decent U shape. So we're still. Oh, actually, that's the 30-minute. Let's see, 15-minute. Okay, there we go. But yeah, same thing. Still a little U shape forming. So we're still in this. Still waiting it out. See here if we're going to start. Okay, 169's on the ass. Let's start seeing time and sales. See some orders, some buy-in orders for 169. All right, there's one. Nope, still nothing yet. And we're going to try it again. Gonna get any buys? Nope. Getting plenty of buys at 168, but just none at 169. A little bit of a sell-off here. This may be the final crack on the stock if this doesn't hold up. Yeah, no sellers at 165. A lot of buyers just came in at 165, so it looks like it's going to hold up again, maybe. Oh, this stock's keeping me here forever. just sideways. A lot of consolidation. This is, let's see, what, 8:40 to 9. This is an hour of consolidation so far, of just going sideways. You know what? In this One Life's and MYO back up to 16 again, man. That stock is all over the place. But yeah, and this the frying pan strategy, or the frying pan pattern. And that's your frying pan pattern right here. Just sitting here for an hour, twiddling your thumbs, waiting for the stock to do something. Either go up or go down. Go up so I can make money and get out of it, or go down so I can get out of it. Like, do something. And that's the thing, too. It's very unlikely that this stock is going to go sideways for much longer. An hour of consolidation is quite a bit of consolidation, so it's about time we did something. And it's looking kind of on the weaker side right now if 165 starts cracking. Yeah, we're looking starting to look real weak here. Yeah, starting to look real weak. Trying to give it a chance to see if 160 is going to hold up. And then we're back up to 165 just like that. So that was a quick little test of that 160 support, and it immediately jumped up. Starting to get taken out. Starting to come back down again, though. A lot of selling starting to come in. It's looking pretty weak here. I think I may be on. So we're testing that 160 support. And we're testing it right here. I have my finger on the trigger ready to sell if 160 cracks. Yeah, I think we may be done. I think it may be done. Oh, no. Big buyer at 159. 15,000 shares just came in. $11,000 shares at 160. So we got big orders on the bid and big orders on the ask right now. A lot of buys just came through there on 163. A lot of buys came out on 164. Man, CMIO's still in that 16, close to that 16 area. And now we're holding up 163. We're holding up this little trend line. So, I don't know. It was looking really weak to me, and then all of a sudden a bunch of buyers came in at that support line of 160, and it held up. It's still looking a little weak to me. It needs to get back above 165. If it can get back above 165, it'd be okay. And stay above 165. So we got a big seller again, 12,000 shares at $1.63. And you have a decent orders at 161, 5,000 and 2,000. And it looks like we're in a little bit of a stalemate here. A little bit of... Okay, there it goes. Starting to move a little bit. A lot of red starting to come through. This may be it. I know I keep saying that, but it keeps on. If it keeps doing this, if it keeps testing the support, it's going to crack. It's almost 10 o'clock, too. So here we are, testing 160 again. Got 10,000 shares there, 5,000 shares there, and now back up to 161. Not a lot of volume on this at all right now. Imagine because MYL's got most of it. And it's starting to look weak. Yeah, 160, all those bids got taken out. But last time that happened, it just came right back up. So bids back at 160, still trying to hold a support here. The buyers are fighting to try to keep this support. Something just popped up over there. I just saw it at the left corner of my eye. Is it BL and K maybe? Let's take a look at the 15 again, see what we're looking like. See, we still look fine on the 15 minute if 160 can hold up. 160 held up again. So if 160 keeps holding up like this, then buying volume's got to come into it. Oh man, it's a long one. This is definitely a long one. This is and we're testing 160 again. And it's starting to crack down again. It's starting to look weaker. Giving it that little line. Oh, big crack there. Huh. I think this stock is done. Just giving it a chance. See if it has a quick pop back up. I mean, we got support at 155 as well, and then 150 is natural support, so. But that did kind of screw up the U shape. I don't know. I'm just thinking we got some support at 155. It's starting to get taken out here. Yeah, it's starting to look weak. I'm just gonna get out. So $30 loss. I was trying to see if maybe that 155 support or anything was gonna hold up, but nope. So just could not get it today. Man, I did get a little 10-cent move up to 180 with that, but I was looking for a lot more out of this. Oh well. Let's see what MYO is doing. It actually kind of got a bit of a trend line on MYO here. So you can kind of play that trend line if you'd like. Miles went nuts. See if anything else happened today. NVAX had a pop from open. Nothing else after that. Bleach some things out of my watch list. VRXT's at 127. Red days, bunch of red days, couple of green days. how much do I have left? 149, okay. $1. What BMI do? What's BMI look like today? Down to 389. I returned from my trip very passionate. If by passionate you mean trading terribly, then yes, you are correct, sir. My trading since I've been back from the trip has been terrible. Especially that big loss yesterday. That was absolutely terrible. Codex. PGN. GMPX. AIM had a big sell-off. Okay. Nothing there. Just got it in there. Max, take index off. Keep those two. When does that have earnings? On the 5th? Interesting. VXRT has earnings on the 5th. Tomorrow. 126. Be interesting to see what happens. VRXT tomorrow. And DGLY still hasn't crashed out yet. And it looks like it held up 155. But it's not doing anything. I'm checking on Planet 13, boy. Yeah, it's okay. 150's holding up a support. That's good. Okay. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. So CLPS was a decent one. Real 9 of $4. That first minute candle, or 5-minute candle. It's pretty crazy. BLNK. Just had a quick move from 2 to 264. But other than that, I'm not seeing much else. Nope. So basically, MYO was the play today. Ooh, spread's crazy on that. Got a 60-cent spread right now. Oof. 80-cent spread right now on MYO. But it looks like it's cracking down pretty hard. Cracking this little trend line. If $15 doesn't hold up, this will probably pull back down to the VWAP. All right. Well, this market so far, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be much different than the way it was in January, except for maybe a little less breakouts. I mean, MYO had a good breakout, but other than that, not much happened. 1 not much happened. Pre-market breakouts. Yeah, so MYO pulling back pretty hard now. Trend line's cracked. But yeah, market still seems okay. It seems okay. Breakouts are being a little trickier. Bounce plays are being a little trickier. And in fact, the DGLY got an hour's worth of consolidation and got a ton of sellers taken out and still couldn't do much. I don't know. To rethink things a little bit. EDRO. What are you doing? But yeah, anyways, sorry, it's 10 o'clock my time. This stream has went on for a while. Pretty long, boring stream. Kind of a boring day besides MYO going crazy. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day, guys. Appreciate you guys joining me as always. We'll be back here tomorrow on the small account challenge. Try to get my head together for that. And then, of course, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you guys can always hit me up in the Facebook group or my Instagram. Although if you tried to hit me up in Instagram the past few days, I've not been able to log in. I don't know what's wrong with Instagram, but I'm having issues, so I apologize. I'm not ignoring anybody. It's just my Instagram is not working. So, yeah, I'm good. My head's up. I'm good, guys. No worries. We're all good. We'll be back here tomorrow to kill it. So, yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day.